Motorcycle Rosso.
This is an F750 GS, and this is a German lady for adventure riders that they prefer the street, because as you understand, this is a street bike, and this is not a bike really for a hard dirt paths adventure. The point is that this is a bike that is a keyless. And what about it? The most of the keyless bikes that I have ride, they need a key for the tank. This one don't need it. So this is the first keyless bike that I ride, and it's really keyless here. So what about it? This is a bike, it's not an entry bike. It's the second bike that you will buy after your entry bike. That means that it's a very friendly bike. It's a light bike, friendly bike, and after your first motorcycle, this bike can be your second motorcycle. And let's see what I mean in details. This is, as I told you before, the exclusive model, but doesn't matter, we will speak generally. We have a windscreen that it's higher than the normal. We got this hand protection, we got a plug here, we got a single stand, we got a double stand. The double stand is not the easiest possible, but it's okay. Not bad at all, but not perfect also. I will stay in the side stand. We got handles here, we got position for extra luggage that we can carry. We got a tooth here for the dirt and rubber up. We got nice steppers also for the second rider. Something that is looks the quality of the bike is the double springs here on the stand. I like it so much. And the tank of the brake is not see-through, and I love it, that thing. And anyway, it's a bike well equipped. Also, we got heated grips, and we got few programs on the bike. So let's see now what is the position of riding. The position of riding, it's very easy for the average biker. I can put both of my foot down easily. The seat is low. I feel very comfortable and I'm very well protected. I have a good view back with the mirrors. Even if they are small, they give me good view back. And anyway, the position of the rider is a typical for BMW. It's a good position for the rider. Let's see now with Georgia. Please, Georgia.
Oh.
Georgia, what is your feeling?
It is a very nice seat. It's thick and soft.
We are speaking for adventure bike that is a tour bike. So do you think that you can make a long trip with this bike?
Of course.
Okay, nicely.
Nice handles, nice steppers, everything.
And you feel comfortable?
Yes.
Okay, Georgia, go. Okay, start button. Check in, GS, nice clock, TFT screen. You can see I have RPM counter, kilometer counter, gear in the box, outside temperature. I have too many information in the upper line. Also in there I can see the fuel counter, not now. And let's start. I have on my right hand the modes. You can see it in the right upside of the screen, road now, dynamic, enduro, rain. Okay. This is the only thing that happened by my right hand. On my left hand I have the menu. I'm going in menu and then I move the menu with a roller here, and let's go that I'm going, no, I don't want to go to the settings, but I will go here to my vehicle. Okay, you can see I can control my vehicle from here. I can do too many things, and let's going out now. Okay, and out. And anyway, it's a good clock with many information and easy to control it, even if you need your both of the hands, 3 buttons from the one side and 1 button from the other. Okay, I feel very comfortable. I have a good view back, I'm well protected, and let's hear the sound of the engine. That sounds very nice. The gearbox, it's okay. So let's start now and change some direction for start. This bike changes direction easily and is cornering very nice. Let's see now the brakes. The brakes for outside the highway is okay, and the performance for the category of this motorcycle, it's more than okay. So finally, this is a good bike. Engine. What we got here? We got the twin inline of BMW that I like it. This is one of the engines that I like. Because it's a powerful? No, because it just gives me 77 horses at 7,500 RPM and 83 Nm at 6,000 RPM. So you don't consider it as one of the most powerful of the category, but it's very elastic and gramical engine. And also it's friendly. You ride it and then you see your clock and you are already with 150 kilometers per hour and nothing's shaking, nothing's moving, and you don't even press the engine. So I think that for the purpose of this motorcycle, this engine is perfect. Perfect. Nothing can happen better for this bike than this engine. Also, I have to inform you that we got the consumption of 4.2 liters per 100 kilometers by the book, and we got a 15 liters tank. We have, of course, drive with chain and not with cam, okay? And I like a lot this engine. It's a good engine. Okay, what I can see here, typical BMW light, big windscreen, low fender. It's a beautiful motorcycle. It's very important to mention that we have protection front of the radiator that is not existing to many motorcycles in this category. We have a wheel that is a piece of art. I like so much the air valve that is existing here. We have 2 Brembo discs with 2 pistons caliber, good brakes. Also back we got a single Brembo brake. But take a look now at detail. This fork, I don't know. I will say it a little bit kindly. This fork cannot exist in BMW motorcycle. It's not fat enough, it's not functional enough, and looks like you have painted with a brush. This is my opinion. By the other hand, the back suspension of Zax is fantastic. And now, of course, you will tell me, Yanis, it's a bike that has got not so many horses and he's got just a 2-piston caliber brakes front. What are you going to do with a fatter fork? And I will ask you directly, why even BMW put a completely different fork in the biggest model? Okay, and I will tell you what is the point. If you are brake with this motorcycle with the ABS, it's fine. If you are with one of those guys that they are braking without ABS, like me, that I disconnect immediately the ABS, is not fine. The fork cannot behave correct in the braking. So, of course you will tell me, I'm not going to be the owner of this motorcycle. Yes, but we have to speak generally. But for Georgia, for example, for those that they are buy this bike for a second bike in their life, for those that they are going travel, because in traveling it's okay, the braking, it's okay. For super brakings with no ABS, that you can disconnect the ABS from the button that is existing, is not okay. So, that's it. Also, I have to mention that we don't have any protection down of the bike, but anyway, this is not important because we don't speak for really adventure bike. This is a street bike. Quality of the product is a hard question. And why is hard? Take a look now. This bike is 2 years old and looks perfectly new. Perfectly new. There is no corrosion nowhere except one place. The exhausts that they are in terrible condition. Not acceptable for BMW or for any bike in 2 years the exhaust be in this condition. Now, except that, we have a super saddles, super. There is no possibility to find a better saddle than this, but plastics are shaking. It's a little bit hard, but I don't think that they will break. And of course we have the fork that looks like that you have painted with a brush. So, is it a good made bike? Yes, is a good made bike, but we have some details that they are not the best. We got many programs in this motorcycle, rain, ride, dynamic and enduro. We are going now to enduro. For sure this is not a bike for dirt. For sure this is not the side of the adventure bikes that loves the dirt paths. But it's a light one. And if we have a bike that is so light, 224 kilos, you can pass from everywhere. So I tried it a bit in the dirt, even with these street tires, and I didn't have any problem. Also, my life is became easier because you can disconnect easily the ABS and traction control and all those, so you can ride it nice also in the dirt. I think that if you will put some, let's say, sideways tires, or more dirt anyway, it's going to be fine even inside the dirt paths. Finally, this is a very hard category. It's a category with too many choice in every level, I mean of use, and every level also of money that you can give to buy a bike. What I mean, you can find in this category really very adventure bikes, like Husqvarna Norton, Desert X of Ducati, and even Yamaha Tenere. Also, you can find bikes that they are not so adventure. For example, like Moto Guzzi TT. Okay. Also, you can find many cheap bikes from China, even if they got a European name, like Benelli, Kudzei, CF Moto, many bikes. Even BMW make another model in the same category that of course is more adventure than this one. Also now we have two motorcycles in this category. One, let's say, street bike from Honda that was existing also, and the new Transalp by Honda. So this is a category that has got too many bikes for so many different uses, and also for so many different levels of money. So this is a nice bike in a hard category. If I am positive, yes, this is a very friendly bike, and this is the best part of it. Easy to use, friendly, good one. It's not the one with the best suspension, with the best brakes, it's not one with the best engine, but this is one very friendly motorcycle with a big brand name, Georgia. Georgia is riding a lot this motorcycle, a lot, in the town, outside of the town. So, Georgia, what is your opinion?
It's the same with you, Ioannis. It is very friendly, and I like friendly bikes. I don't want not to know what will happen if I do something wrong. This bike protects you from everything, and you feel very safe riding it. That's it. Yes.
So you are positive?
Yes, very positive.
So you think that a girl with experience in motorcycle can buy this bike?
Yes, of course, and it's not the lightest, but
no, it's light enough. It's light enough.
It's light enough.
224 kilos with all the liquids. It's a light bike.
Yes, it's a light bike, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So, I think a girl would love this bike.
And now that we say for a girl. Το βράδυ κάθισα και σκέφτηκα ένα ποιηματάκι, το οποίο όπως και όλα τα άλλα θα μιλούσε για σουβλάκι. Αυτό είναι το λοιπόν που τόσο αγαπάμε και τον ύπνο μας στο βράδυ δεν μας αφήνει να πάμε. Γιατί φίλες και φίλοι μου το λένε και σουβλάκι, επειδή του αρέσει να λύφεται με τζατζικάκι. Πού πας? Έχουμε κατακλείδα. Πρέπει να κλείσουμε. Γύρνα πίσω, Γεωργία.
Κατακλείδα φταίει.
So, this is Georgia and Ioannis for Κόκκινα Φεγγάρια Motorcycle Rock Show. Thanks for watching us. Άντε τώρα πάμε να φύγουμε. Ναι, πάμε να φύγουμε. Δεν θα πω ένα πείμα. Ίσως να έλεγα ένα πείμα για ένα αρκουδάκι που έψαχνε και αυτό να φάει ένα σουβλάκι. Λέω.
Κόκκινα φεγγάρια, motorcycle, rock show.
The tank is in perfect condition.